Hello and welcome back to Chaos and Calradia, and indeed I have made my way all the way over to Rovolt, and this is a very, very important feat for us to take, because this particular faction has done a fantastic job in capturing many, many thieves, and if we can eliminate their capital, well, you know what that's gonna do. Yes. More bodies for the collective, of course. Yes, indeed, we are going to be doing that. And indeed, we have our AI friends, our allies. They're actually doing some really, really good work. As you can see, they just took Talasel Castle. Actually, very surprised to see that, to be honest, because I'm not entirely sure why they would want to take a castle, but you know, it's easy. You know, it's easy for them, and they're probably running around with about 4,000, 5,000 troops. In the grand scheme of things, that's absolutely stampeding, stomping, crushing force of a very destructive nature. So they are unstoppable, basically. And yeah, we actually have Dorothea here, who is having a bit of a problem. As you can see, she has 0 troops. She must have gotten herself taken prisoner or something along those lines. That is not so good, but you know, that's how it goes. You know, that is how it goes. And indeed, we will hopefully have a relatively decent time here, because all I really want to do right now is try to reduce the overall strength of the garrison. These guys want to get us in a sally out, by the way. They definitely will try to get us in a sally out, but I'm not going to let them. Alright, so we've whittled them down a huge amount here. Now, the only problem that I'm facing is that we are about to run out of food. This is really bad, because obviously, as soon as we start starving, all our people are going to feel it. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to auto-resolve this straight up. I know, it's going to be pretty damaging for us, but this is, well, this is the only way, really. This is the only way that we can really do this, because if we don't do this, we are going to suffer from massive amounts of starvation. I'm going to need to rectify this as soon as possible. So we're just going to take absolutely every single thing we can. We'll show mercy. Hopefully they have some food in the town itself. They do have a little bit. We got some beer. We're going to subsist on beer, apparently. Yep. Okay. We are apparently becoming, I don't know, dwarves or nords or something like that. Anyway, we are just going to sell everything that we have here to the ransom broker. We're going to be getting quite a lot of money, and obviously quite a lot of roguery skill too. 10 roguery skill. Okay, yeah, I'll take it. Why not? That's all right. That's not too bad. And thankfully, we have now taken Rovolt. So this is insane, because look at what has just happened. Because we took this, we have literally just captured. What is it now? Oxhall, Verexan Castle, Callias, Drapand, Druimore Castle, Aster Castle, as well as Galend. I believe Jaculan was actually taken by one of our armies. I believe this... 9,000? Okay. Yeah. This is the army that I was talking about. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Okay. That is pretty insane. I have no idea what they're even doing right there, but I'm very much hoping that they're going to do something amazing. So yeah, we're just going to get a little bit of something here. I still really want to get some Jarids, but that's not going to happen. Not in this territory at the very least. We have 4.5 million. I have nothing to do with it, unfortunately. So yeah, that's not really going to be very useful. But yeah, anyway, what we're going to do, and this is something that I feel like might be cool to have in a future version of the mod. Obviously, I don't know whether there will be an update soon or not, but I'm going to just get rid of all these people as well, so that they can go and do whatever they want to do, because they're probably out of food. Speaking of that, I'm just going to yoink all of the grain. But yes, the thing that I was talking about here is that I would love to see a way for us to declare war without having to go to our capital. I don't think there is a way, unless I go through my diplomacy screen. Is there a way to do it there? There is. Ah, okay, great. But it does say low support for many of these. Wait, strong support. Ah, strong support for this one. All right, yeah, let's do it. Yes, there we go. Okay, so we can declare war this way. I'm not sure if this works. That's the thing. because we've done this multiple times through the diplomacy menu beforehand when there's been a vote. Oh, no. Okay, apparently we've got this. Yeah, and oh, we finally declared war against Britannia. That's hilarious, because if you recall, we actually had a very, very hard time declaring war against Britannia in the previous episode. They were like, no, we're not going to accept that. And yeah, they were just completely not doing that. Anyway, as you can see, Verixen Castle was taken, as well as Jaculand. That was not me doing that, by the way. That was literally the army that we saw, the 9,000 that are just running around there randomly. I'm actually very surprised, or... yes, they're actually going to Maranath. That is absolutely the most perfect target that they could have chosen. I am extremely excited to see what they actually decide to do here, and if they go through with it, if they manage it, because if they are gonna succeed, we will get 3 towns and 1 castle under our control instantaneously. Alright, so while we actually wait here and actually see what is happening, I just want to show you how many armies we even have on the map at any one time. And you can see that they're actually being extremely active in the offensive nature that they're portraying here. Look at this. They're literally going for a siege. Penton is not really doing much. Bannerlord is gathering near Veron Castle. Jalfar is traveling to Sionan to siege. Obviously, if Rakelda can do her thing, well, Jalfar isn't going to need to do that. I mean, literally, if she... I mean, are you serious? Over 9,000 troops. I mean, it's a meme, really, but, you know, over 9,000, you know, that... Yeah, it's a meme, but obviously, that is... I never thought I would see an army that size. I really, really never thought that. Yeah, I'm actually kind of a little bit, not entirely sure if I really want to go over to Ostrakan right now. I mean, generally, I would need to call for an army. Yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, someone actually suggested in the comments that the way that I might be able to fix the 500 strong parties from coming to join my army is by going close to them and then doing it, so that it reduces the travel time and potentially means that they don't have to go as far because they would run out of food and so on and so forth. And I actually tried that. I tried that in my off-screen time and it did not work. I don't know why. I think it's a little bit strange how the 500s just don't listen to me. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they'd listen to someone else. Maybe that's the point. Maybe they'd listen to someone else. Anyway, we're gonna go over to Ostrakan. I'm gonna actually see. Maybe we can do a little bit of. I mean, I wouldn't mind actually doing a field battle or two because we've done so many sieges. It would be quite fun to do a field battle. So we can potentially level up our riding skill a little bit more. I don't know. Oh yeah, we did get 250 in throwing. I did get Impale. And I'm actually not entirely sure what else to go for here. I mean, I would like to go and get Mariner skill leveled up. But that doesn't... Yeah, that's not really going to happen, I don't think. It's going to take quite some time for us to do that. This guy is going to be way too... Oh, okay. I'm actually really surprised about this. I could go in for the auto-resolve here, but as I said, I kind of want to go into the field battle because I think it's fun to do so. And, well, maybe it's not going to be so fun. I mean, it depends. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. I guess we'll find out very, very shortly whether it is fun or not. Oh, we got some nice buildings on this map, actually. Look at this. What's actually going on with this? Why do we have a building on the map? This is kind of interesting. But they weren't raiding a village. Oh, we're next to a village. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, yeah. Let me just run into this extremely small fence. That sounds like a great idea. And this is indeed the power of Impale, because it literally allows me to basically kill anyone we want to, because I can just do damage through shields instantly. Oh yeah, and it's just so satisfying. It's one of those perks that it's just a need, you know? It's a need. It's a requirement for any character that is using javelins and thrown weapons. Obviously, the thing is, you've got to shoot some of your own troops as well, as you can see right there. I'm doing that on purpose, obviously, just for funnies. But the fact is, this is such an amazing perk. It basically turns javelins into a guaranteed kill. Every single time. Every single time you shoot, it's a guaranteed kill. And I am just, I'm always blown away by it so hard, because it's just so good. It is really, really so good. Anyway, let's just see what we could get here. I don't even really know what to go for, to be honest. I guess I'll just go for some of these sharpshooters or whatever. But yeah, we can now move on. And indeed, I don't really know where to go, to be honest, because yeah, we could go to Ostracan. I mean, it is pretty decent for us to try and, take this, but the funny thing is, are they going to take Maranath soon? I think they're probably going to be done at Maranath relatively quickly, but the thing is, I think many of the other factions don't really have anything to really, well, to be fair, I don't think they have anything that can actually deal with us, to be honest. But yeah, let's actually just see what happens. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Jalfar now has 4,400. Wow, okay, yeah, so we can only hope that she's actually going to do it. It may be that her cohesion or food supplies or whatever may run out. And if that is the case, then we might be seeing a defeat. Alright, so we now have 250 in riding skill. And we're going to get Dauntless Steed, because obviously, what else are you going to get? Well, you're going to get this? You're going to get 10 armor, plus 10 armor to mounts? Nah, that's not what we're going to go for, obviously. Anyway. Going to get another point in a Mariner skill, even though I'm probably not actually going to be utilizing that much. But yes, otherwise, this is where I currently am. And indeed, as you could see, they did manage to take Maranath. That was not me, that was them. That was our wonderful allies. Alright, so I came to the conclusion that I was going to come back to Poros, first of all. And then second of all, what I thought was, is this really chaotic? Is this really chaotic? Not really. I mean, yeah, at the very beginning, sure, absolutely. But now it's kind of turned into us just having an absolute monopoly. However, what about if we change that? What about if we declared war on everyone? And that is exactly what I'm going to do. I will be declaring war against every single faction in the game, and it will be up to our vassals and ourselves to be able to survive. And we're going to try and see if we can survive, because technically, if we are declaring war against so many people, they could go to our capital instantaneously and murder us. So yes, they could potentially do that. I highly doubt they'll do that, but they could. It's a possibility. So here we go. There it is. All right. We've declared war on everyone. Obviously, as it is right now, it takes a little bit of time to actually update. Actually, kind of understand that that's happening. So let's just see what happens, because we've got 4 armies. These armies are extremely, extremely strong right now. And obviously, I'm kind of wanting them to go and do things. So I'm hopeful that they will go and try to deal with Epicrotia as well as Ostracan and stuff like that. And me, myself, and I, and you, are going to be coming over onto this side over there. And I'm going to attempt to take Odok myself. The question is, can I call for anyone? Does anyone want to come and help me? We just got 500s. Yeah, that's the problem here. We can't really ask those guys to join us because they're never going to listen. So we're just going to ask these ones. There we go. good enough, I guess, right? Good enough. And I will take quite some time to get there, so I guess it will take a little bit, and then we'll be over. Wow, we even have Calradia with us right now. Look at him. Wow, this is pretty crazy because his perks are insane. Look at how many he has. In comparison, I mean, yeah, some of the other people actually have some pretty good stuff, but yeah, he is on another level, you know. How much do we have? Oh, we're not doing too badly. We're not doing too badly. All right. Yep. So this is Odok. So if I manage to capture this, we will be adding huge numbers. Well, how are we spawning right outside their walls? That is hilarious. Wow, look at this. What is this? This feels like, I don't know, this feels like epic. I don't know. It feels very, very epic right now. Because our forces are just pouring in, you know, just pouring into the hole. And, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we just love going into there, don't we? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, let's go around the side, shall we? Let's go around this side. Oh, okay, we're having some... What? There are so many people. It's actually insane. Okay, you know what? I am going to do a little bit of something... Ugh. I absolutely loathe when I miss like that, because it's just like, yep, perfect miss. Well, we've got a little bit of a problem on our hands here now, because I do have to destroy the gate, but I do have an axe, and then I can say, "Here's Barney." Yeah, I mean, that was a very easy reference to make, actually, to be honest, but, you know, I decided to go for it, nevertheless. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm just going to destroy this gate, actually, because they could just close it on me at any point, so I'm just going to try and take it out. There we go. Our mortal nemesis has been destroyed. Okay, there we go. Very nice. Should be having a pretty easy time now, because our forces should get in here without too many problems. I could have gone in for the auto-resolve, by the way. I was kind of a bit in two minds about it, because on the one hand, auto-resolve does have slight benefits. As in, I don't have to come in here. I don't have to do any of this. Because, to be fair, I do really, really enjoy coming into these massive, epic sieges. But it is going to be very, very difficult to stay alive in this situation, as you can quite clearly tell. I mean, it's very, very difficult for us to stay alive here. And, oh, I almost got shut out. That would have been terrible. Okay, no, we're going to be fine, though. If we can just kill this guy. Oh, of course, he's just blocking overheads. Ugh, what an annoying fellow he is. Okay, they're actually using the battering ram right now to destroy the gate, so I'm just going to let them do that rather than opening it up. I think it's a lot easier for them to destroy the gate and then for us to have it permanently open. I mean, that's going to make all the difference in the world. I really wish I had the /through mod, but it doesn't work with this particular version of the game, as far as I can tell. So, yeah, anyway, point is, we will be victorious here. As you can see, we have just absolutely 100% entered the... yeah, okay. So we're having a bit of a flanking situation issue right now, but that's okay, because we will be victorious in the end. As you can see, we do have a slight ratio of the opponent right there. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I think we will be okay, because generally we have more troops. They only have 1,500, I believe, and we have 2,000. So technically, if we maintain this ratio, we will be completely fine. And there it is. There's the victory. All right. Yeah, not too bad. We actually did end up losing quite a few troops, but yeah, I mean, you know, that is to be expected. Thankfully, we do have a load of prisoners that can end up joining us here. And we're just going to get a bunch of Dark Khans to join us as well, or at the very least, we'll just take them prisoner, and then we'll convert them at a later point. All right, so this is what the map currently looks like after this, and obviously, as you can see, this army outside, you saw that army at the very beginning. Well, not at the very beginning, but basically, you know, just when we came back from the cutaway. And look at them. They're now on our side, and we can now technically ask them to join us if we want to do that, which is going to be pretty crazy. So, yeah, maybe we want to do that. I don't know. Maybe we want to do that. Maybe we want to... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. See, now this is what I was talking about. So, yeah, we've got huge numbers of enemies, and we could technically just go to every single one of these capitals and capture them. Question is, are we able to? I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I think we probably will be able to. I mean, look at my... Oh, wow. My combat strength is insane. My combat strength is 118,000. Okay. I'm going to do you a deal right now. Okay? So, this is it. If any one faction has above 5,000 faction strength, I will immediately go and try to target them. Because obviously, if anyone has this amount of combat strength, 2,000 or whatever, that means that they have one fief. And that means that they are basically done, right? So I'm going to do you a deal. So if there is a faction over 5,000, we'll go and eliminate them. And then we will call it a total victory. Because with the exception of the fact that, I mean, all these guys literally only have like one fief. Yeah, they're basically finished, right? And I don't really want to run to every single one of them, if I am honest. So let's just actually see here. Wait a second. Orthling, hello. Okay, we got these guys. Where are they? Over here? No? Where? I think they are there. I think that is them, right? Orthling. Must be this one. Yep, there it is. Okay, so we're going to go over... Wow, it's going to take us a long time to get there, unfortunately. But Gretisfjord will be our next port of call. And we will attempt to take it. I believe that is literally the only faction that has over 5,000. Is that true? Wow, yes, that is actually true. So, in other words... That's it. That is basically it, because I could technically go and try to capture absolutely every single thing. But have you seen our armies? They are insanely strong right now, and I highly doubt that any of these guys would be able to really do much to contend against us. I am going to be asking every single one of these guys to join us right here. I want a massive army. I want an army that is ridiculously large. Alright, so here we go. This is going to be us attempting to take Gretisfjord by auto-resolving. Boom. There you go. There's the victory for us right there. We're obviously suffering major casualties as a result of doing this. Technically, I should have spec'd some focus points into tactics. This is something that I actually thought of way too late. But yeah. That would have been very useful, but I decided not to do that for unknown reasons. I don't know why. Anyway, that is it. Look at this. Oh yeah, there we go. We have managed to capture, well, not everything, obviously, but we have managed to capture pretty much every single extremely powerful faction. Every other faction just has 1 or 2 fiefs to their name. And indeed, as you can see, we are having huge numbers of armies. They're all going to Lanarken Castle to defend. Not sure why they're really going over there, but you know, that's how they're going to be. We've got a siege going on there. Yeah, that's not really going to do much. A lot of these places are not actually going to, as you can see, these sieges are not going to work. They want to, right? They want to capture these things, and they probably would be able to if they had a decent army size, but they do not. So it is not going to work. Now, Barney isn't that young anymore, as you can see. He is 51. He's not, I would say maybe he's actually pretty, I don't know, maybe he's pretty close to, well, he's not pretty close to death, let's face it, but there are people that start dying off at around 60 here, so maybe a little bit problematic. Anyway, we're just going to let these guys go off and do whatever they want to do in the area here, because they might form another army once they recover, and they might go over to Throndalag and so on and so forth. But yes, I think that's probably going to be it for the series. I'd personally like to do some more, but I think it's probably pointless, because if you take a look, every single person, look at this, every single faction here has less than 5,000. This guy, yeah, a little bit. He's almost at 5,000, but is it worth me doing that? I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, I just don't want to waste your time, basically, because that's the point. Look at it. Look at what's happening here. We are completely and utterly dominant throughout the entirety of Calradia here, and it would just take us time. That's pretty much it. It would just take us time to capture all these things. It would not be difficult in any way. It would basically just be me going to every single one of these places and, you know, doing the business, as it were, you know, just doing the siege, capturing the thing, moving on, doing the same thing again. Obviously, that technically is the gameplay loop of Bannerlord, but, you know, in this situation, I feel like it's probably a bit of a foregone conclusion here. So, despite the fact that we did declare war on everyone, I thought it would be kind of cool, but obviously, maybe we should have done that ahead of time. Maybe that would have been a bit more exciting potentially. But yes, anyway, if you'd like to check out the mod, I'd highly recommend it. It's very, very fun, especially in the early game, because you are, you know, everyone's basically at the exact same level, and you have to try to build up your forces all the way from recruits, and it's very, very fun, in my opinion. I absolutely love the start. Basically, that is how Bannerlord is, in my opinion. Same thing with Warband to a certain degree as well. I absolutely love the beginning. I love the early game, and I like the mid game, and then the late game is not so fun. Yeah, I mean, it depends, obviously, because you do get to have a very advanced character at that point, and then everything, you know, dies really easily, which is obviously quite fun in itself. But, you know, obviously you do have that, you know, repetitive sort of like, you know, doing the same thing over and over again. But the thing we have here is an utter devastating faction, and it's very, very unlikely that we're going to have any kind of problems. So anyway, yeah, as I said, there's a link in the description to the mod. It is literally a Steam download, so it's a Steam Workshop thing, so it's very, very easy to install, and it works with 1.4.6. I think that is what is listed in the description of the video. Obviously, do bear in mind that this will change if the mod gets updated. So just have a look at the download page, and then it should tell you. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching. Thank you for joining me on this journey of utter chaos, because I thought it was actually very fun. And yeah, I'll see you next time.